I am Dodgy Kebab slash Only 777. This is Let's Compare. We're comparing Virtua Fighter on the Super 32X and the Sega Saturn. I'm going to be using a Sega Saturn USB controller, which replicates the controls of a Sega Saturn absolutely perfectly on your PC. First of all, we're going to look at the Super 32X version of the splash screen AM2 Sega bit. Listen to the graininess. Really grainy because the 32X cannot handle that digitized sound. Now we're going to go to the Sega Saturn version, which, to be fair, is streaming off a CD, so it is cheating a little bit. Much clearer, but it is cheating using a CD. But, well, I suppose not really cheating, it's just a better machine, really. Now let's look at the intro sequence. This is the Super 32X version, as you can tell by the splash screen that I put just before it. It's same. Actually, the two versions are exactly the same technically. It's the same characters beating the shit out of each other in exactly the same way, doing the same moves in the same sequence. Obviously, the graphics aren't as good. The polygon count on the Super 32X version is lower. But one thing the 32X version has for it is the draw distance. The ground does not disappear at random points, which is nice. Which you'll see in the Sega Saturn version, although the polygon count is higher. To be fair, the Saturn version is older, it did come out first. But look at the ground. Although it looks nicer, it just starts disappearing. Oh, well, look, where's it going? It's just disappearing all over the place. Look, it's just beach there. It's just nothing. What's happening? But it does sound nicer, it does look better, and to be honest, you can overlook that little thing. I am using the Japanese version, the European, probably the American one as well, I'm not so sure about that, but the European version was definitely a lot better than the Japanese version. They've tightened it up quite a bit by then. Okay, now let's look at the actual game itself. First of all, we've got the 32X version. And you'll notice straight away you've got ranking mode and tournament mode, as well as arcade versus and options. The ranking and tournament mode are exclusive modes to the 32X. You get them straight away. Right, let's look at the character select screen. We'll scroll through the few people. You've got Jeffrey there, whose hobby is reggae music. It's not listening to reggae music, it's actually reggae music. You've got Lau, his hobby is Chinese poetry, and his job is a cook. When we get to the Saturn version, you will laugh. Right, so straight away, it flows quite nice. You know, it's not a bad version of the 32X. Everything works like it should, buttons respond well. Obviously the sound is very ropey, very ropey. Right, I'm going to try and lose this match now, so we get to see Jackie's end sequence as well as Lau's, because I just skipped it straight away there. I think the 32X version is actually harder. They've tightened up the AI quite a bit. The Japanese Sega Saturn version is piss poor AI. You can just slap their asses proper bad. I remember even on the Sega Saturn, on the European one, I remember when I first got the English one, all you could do is just get loud, just keep smashing B, keep smashing punch, and you can complete the game. All you had to do, just spam the B button. Spam it, spam it, spam it, complete the game. Done. Got a little bit sticky towards the end when you got to Dural, but, you know, that's when you had to perform. But for the rest of the game, smash it. Let's see Lau's Entor. Let's hear him laugh. A bit weak, really. Right, let's look at the Saturn version now. Not much to say about that box. Let's just dive in. There we go. Right, to the title screen, and you'll notice it's only got the three options. Well, one of the options is option. So you've got arcade and VS. Or versus, some people like to call it. Now, if we scroll across, we've got the same characters. Chinese poem. We'll come back to that. Jeffrey's hobby is still reggae music, no matter what he tries. Let's go back to Lau. Now look, his job looks like cock. It does look like cock, and his hobby is Chinese poem. That's the same as the arcade. So they changed it in the 32X version, because the 32X one came out later, and they had time to mess around with it and make those changes. But here we go, smashing out the Saturn one, and obviously the graphics are a lot better, the polygon count is a lot better, but to be fair, it controls the same, and it's so much easier. I don't know why I was playing so bad when I recorded this, just really bad. So you get to see Lau's sequence there. Now this match I'm going to try and lose. Obviously I'm going to get a couple of hits in, because I don't want to be perfected, not in the first match, that'd be stupid. So I'm going to stand there a lot of the time, just let Jackie hit me. But he needs so much motivation to try and hit ya. Look, he's doing nothing, he's just staring at ya. In the 32X one, I'd whoop my arse by then. Go on Jackie, finish me off, come on. That's it. Yeah! Okay, the third and final match. We're going to wrap this up now. I'm going to win this. So, yeah, obviously, you probably knew the difference between the Saturn and the 32X. You don't underestimate the power of the PlayStation, but you do very well. You should underestimate the power of the 32X because it is dog. Let's be honest now. Bye!